Miss us, episode 30. I've had things in the bag, things planned. We're still going to keep giving it to you, different surprises here at a time. But we appreciate you guys sticking with us here on Wingin' It. You know the crew by now. I don't have to keep going through everyone's names. I know I'm the yammerer of the group, but that's part of the secret sauce formula. Let's get right down into it. First of all, Jack, I've got some follow-up questions about Britney's conservatorship. Free Britney. We'll get into that later. I've got my top 3 tap waters of all time. Consequently, my top 4 worst tap waters of all time. But before we get to that, homeless people. So I watched Matthew Cruzen, one of my best friends, my best man at my wedding. One of my best friends, Katie Anderson, who I ended up setting up. They got hitched 2 weekends ago. They went the destination wedding, and it was just out of nowhere. They're like Portland, Oregon. And we were kind of talking about this. I'm like, hey, you guys been to Oregon? I think I've driven through that when I was on like a, middle school road trip. And I was like, shit, what is probably great golf? I mean, it'll be fun, a new state. Bro, I showed up and it was like, have you seen the videos circulating around Venice Beach, California right now where homeless people are taking over? And I'm just going to open it up to, we're all from St. Louis. I know St. Louis has had its fair share of homeless people. A lot of big cities do. Portland, I'm telling you, not only has people just on the side of the road lying down because they can, they also have like millionaires tents row. Like there's tents in the city, and then all of a sudden you hop on the highway and there's like 2-story tents. It's like, okay, wow, they moved up. But the Pacific Northwest, because it's year-round great weather, I did not realize how big the homeless issue was there.
Isn't there a name for those homeless cities?
Shanty towns, but that was back in the 40s? Yeah.
Yeah. They're really big in Denver, too, I heard.
Denver has a lot of homeless people.
But, yeah, I've also heard that about Portland. There's a lot going on there, homeless-wise.
Dallas got to be pretty hot, Austin. Do you see many people on the street?
Yeah, you do. There's a decent amount of people. And actually, where I work out, it's kind of near downtown, and there is a fuck ton of homeless people, like literally surrounding my building. And like I'll walk outside, there'll be like people in the corners, and I mean, you have to like literally drive through homeless people to get out. It's kind of sketchy.
Dude, that's what I'm saying is like, first of all, I don't understand how that happens. I know people fall on hard times, but like, and I don't want to be considerate here, but couldn't you think of like at least one person in your darkest day that you could crash on their couch? Like, I don't understand that.
Dude, they run through all their family and friends, and then they have nowhere to go.
There's a room. So at the exit where you exit in Fulton,
a hot spot for homeless people.
Well, so where you go to the lake, if you're going from St. Louis, where you take that exit, there's a homeless man right there, and there's a rumor. My grandma told me this. There's a rumor that he's been begging there for years, but he literally has a house in Illinois and like a boat and a car, and he's literally made that much off begging on that corner because the traffic's so heavy to the lake.
That was my follow-up, because you hear stories of people that fake being homeless, like literally put on makeup and wigs and shit just because that is a decent business for free money if you enjoy standing on a corner by yourself.
And you don't get taxed.
Correct. Could you imagine the IRS shows up at your fucking 2-story tent? Hey, what's going on here? How'd you get the second story? But I was shocked by that. Bren, you're still our St. Louis resident. Jack as well. I mean, St. Louis gets a bad rap as a town overall, but here's something about St. Louis that's interesting. You walk through it during the day, and it's kind of just a ghost town. Like, there's just no one there, even like just casual people walking.
Yeah, that's the thing about St. Louis. I wouldn't really call St. Louis a big city.
Yeah.
And even if you do consider it like one of the bigger cities, it's weird that no one really lives downtown in St. Louis.
Correct.
It's there. There's like they either live in the suburbs or, different, like 10, 15 miles away from the city. No one it's very rare to speak with someone who lives like downtown, whereas actual big cities like Dallas, Chicago,
Exactly.
obviously a lot of people populate.
It is pretty empty now that you mentioned it. Outside of like BPV, there's like it's like a movie set. There's
No,
like
no kidding. Like aside from going to a Cardinals game, like I feel like it's just there's
Yeah.
nobody there.
Although they did just build that massive apartment complex
Sure.
right by Busch Stadium, but that's like they're really like luxury apartments. I think only like it costs a lot of money to live there.
One
Yeah,
that
and
looks
how many
really-
of those people are like going to be walking the street? They're probably going to be in their luxury apartments.
Exactly.
Dude, I heard a rumor that apparently all homeless people have machetes and they like machete each other when people try to steal their stuff.
I mean,
Wow.
I don't know where they like. Did they all of a sudden go back to Genghis Khan, 1690 AD to get these machetes? Why couldn't they just have like spics? Like you have them with wielded swords that are all of a sudden curvature.
Yeah, I don't know where they get these machetes or why they have the machetes, but I don't know. It's just their thing.
Okay, well,
They
I
don't-
have something
don't quote
also.
me.
No, don't quote you. Don't quote any of us here on Winging It, as you know by now. That's why you're here. Speaking of preposterous things, I've got something that I don't know if you, the audience, I'm pretty sure has not heard of. I don't know if so. I'm an Aiden Ross, not fan, but I see his clips, and this was just flat out fucking hysterical what he did this past week. But my first question before I preemptive that. What is what is the silliest thing that you have paid a little bit too much money for just because you wanted to have? Any takers? I know that's thought provoking.
I have so many.
It's called life for me.
Austin does have a lot.
Tennis racket.
Dude, I bought a skateboard after watching Nigel Houston videos for like 3 days straight. I think I hopped on it for 30 seconds and then just shoved it in my closet.
I can't skateboard. Fun fact: I have no foot coordination.
I bought a $600 camera to try to become YouTube famous.
That's
You
right.
bit
I know we're
one.
still trying.
And then I returned it.
Oh, wow. How'd he play?
I was in college. I was watching Mad Men. Me and Reese
great
Bark
series.
were. Shout out Reese Bark, and we had these gift cards from the apartment we signed, and we blew it all on this really really nice like whiskey stand. We don't drink whiskey at all, but because in Mad Men they're always like drinking whiskey in the office, and we thought it was sick.
Every time.
Was it like a bar cart?
Yeah, but
A bar cart.
We bought one bottle of Crown Apple, which I don't know why that's what we bought, and drank one glass, then it sat in our apartment all
Wait,
school.
that's great because I literally, so in my new house, I don't like hard liquor. I like, give me my beer, give me my light beer, I'll down it. But we have a liquor cabinet and it's basically just for anyone who I have a mixology set that I'm convincing myself I'm going to learn to mix drinks. Haven't gotten there yet.
Dude, you know what I fuck with is those things Anheuser-Busch sells. It's like Keurigs, but for alcohol.
No way. I've never heard this before.
Little things you put in there.
Yeah, sure.
and
K-cups.
It'll make like a Moscow Mule. It'll make like a strawberry daiquiri. Like there's a bunch of different
That's
flavors.
great. That's the future.
You can buy.
But each pot is like $7 or $8, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're pretty expensive. I don't know if each one is $7 or $8, but I'm sure it's like 7 or 8 for 2 of them.
Right.
I'm surprised
I mean-
that hasn't been a thing yet ever since Keurigs have been around.
No, I was going to say, I've never heard of that before, but that's like a no-brainer. I assume it's probably like, or maybe you can have your same Keurig. In the morning you're popping your cake up for a little Dunkin' Donuts, and then at night you got your strawberry dac. Okay, what I was getting to. What do you think Sommer Ray's hot tub water bottled up went for on the internet, price-wise?
Wait, her what?
Okay, so I saw Aiden Ross.
Backstory, Brendan.
No, this is where I need. I don't know. I saw Aiden Ross, was in a hot tub with Sommer Ray, and they were live streaming, but they sold her hot tub water.
So Aiden Ross streamers gained popularity in the last 4 months, and a lot of people that are hip on social media are trying to get on his stream. His first, he had Moneybag Yo on for our, hardcore rap fans. We know who that is, but he keeps building his persona to more and more people. So Sommer Ray, some of you people may not know, just do a Google search. You're welcome. So they were doing a hot tub. So that's the thing too, on Twitch, people are like, what the fuck? Why is this stream getting 1 million people? Oh, it's a chick in a hot tub. Like, yes, people are that weird. So Aiden Ross doubles down on, he gets a shit ton of people on his stream. Oh, let me have me and Sommer Ray literally in a hot tub talking to people. The comment section, as you can imagine, going wild. He takes a smart water bottle and just dumps it in the hot tub and takes a photo with it next to Sommer Ray. It's sold for $60K.
Holy fuck.
What?
Who
Dude, apparently that's
I mean, Brendan, I didn't know you had that kind of money.
These girls like sitting in hot tubs.
I don't know. If it was Corinna Kopf, I'd probably buy it. But
Speaking of which, how about that OnlyFans? 48 hours, she makes over $1 million.
yeah, that's crazy. But wait, who do you think keeps the money in that situation? Like, do Aiden and her?
I bet they
split it?
split it. Oh yeah, shit. I mean,
He's starting to grow on me a little bit. I kind of like
I
him.
think he's hilarious.
great segue.
And
Who
he
did
also, did you see Tory Lanez had a sick freestyle?
That was the greatest freestyle
fire.
I've ever heard in my life. I wanted to play it on here, but I don't know if we'll get the audio. Maybe I'll sync it in. It was insane. And I'm not a Tory Lanez fan. He murdered that.
Yeah.
He's had hella rappers on there.
Yeah.
They had Seth Rogen at their house. And
Yeah, that was latest. Because who's that dude that Logan Paul's friends with? Hey, Big Mike.
Oh my.
I don't know
Oh,
his
Lana
last name.
Rhodes' ex-boyfriend.
Right, right. So he's hung out with Aiden Ross again, and he's obviously huge in Hollywood too. It's not just him and Logan; it's both of them.
They live together. Aiden, Summer.
Well,
and
don't the
Mike.
Pauls live in Puerto Rico now? I just saw
Yeah,
that
yeah.
too.
So
Yeah.
Mike moved in with Aiden and Summer.
What? Wait,
They
they
live-
live together? Oh,
They
wow.
just moved in like
It's like
2
a
weeks
clout
ago.
house. They all
Yeah.
clout farm off each other.
I mean, that's the way to go. That's got to be so exhausting, though. Like, I mean, shit, we come together once a week, once every 2 weeks.
Dude,
kind of
think
something.
about it. All he does is go live on Twitch and probably makes like $50K every time he goes live.
And like all four of
legit-
us in this podcast, like this is us, but we all kind of turn it up a notch, right, for the show. Like that's what you have to do on streaming. Like this is us kind of accentuated for the audience. Ian Ross almost has to do that 24/7.
It's true.
you
Any
know?
streamer, really.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
even though they live together, it's different. I heard Portnoy say this the other day. It's in LA. It's different with like all those people trying to feed off each other, and like they're not actually friends. They just want to use each other. It's not like you're doing something with someone you've known since elementary school.
We've all had roommates before, and we know how that can go or not go. Could you imagine not knowing someone and just depending on them for streaming content and not like moving in and after a month just like hating their guts?
Yeah.
I do think they're all very wealthy though,
Yeah.
and well off, and could leave at any moment if they really wanted.
Spontaneous question. If you guys had that wealth, like, again, we're talking silly wealth where Corinna Kopf is making, millions of dollars in days. Would you I feel like a lot Shaquille O'Neal notoriously blew, I think, $1 million an hour after he got drafted, first overall, whatever it was. Would you guys just stupidly blow your money? Like I would do some shit, but I feel like I would at least be able to live off of it.
I would probably do what they do and start stuff, but then also fly on private. Like I do sick.
I mean, you're
shit.
not going to the ice box and getting iced out, right?
I might be. Who knows?
I would have to at least once.
I'd buy like a
Scooby chain, fucking
yeah,
mill.
Scooby chain and some grills, and then
Okay,
Jack
so
spent $1 million in one day.
who did Corinna Kopf made what
No,
over $1
no,
million
no.
48 hours?
You said
Yeah.
Shaq spent $1 million.
Oh, he spent $1 million immediately after he got drafted, signed his signing bonus and then just blew $1 million. And he had to, which is kind of in hindsight, great story because he learned to be this great billionaire who is still making money and still going viral. Like that dude. What's up?
Jack's a billionaire now.
Dude, that dude is in Papa John's. How many Bengay
TNT.
commercials have you seen him in? The amount of sponsorships he's on the NBA TNT coverage, he goes viral probably every other couple weeks.
I
Someone calling cap on me. All right, someone look this up. Is Shaq a billionaire?
I actually saw
Thank
it
you,
when
Austin. Thank you.
at the hotel I did my internship.
His net worth is 400 mil. I just looked it up. So I mean,
At the hotel I did my internship at 2 years ago, he came there for a Papa John's promo, and I was like this far from him. He's fucking huge. They said we get fired if we took a picture of him, so I didn't get to take a picture.
I have a random cousin in my family, like extended family, who was 6'8", and he was in he actually lives near Minneapolis. He was in Mall of America, and Shaquille O'Neal walks in and looks at him, goes, "Hey, big fella." Because they were the two tallest motherfuckers in the entire mall. Okay, so my point was, we mentioned how, dude, Aiden Ross, I fuck with Aiden Ross too. He's just a likable dude, even though I don't even know him. Who has that effect on you? Who are your favorite celebrities? Who are your least favorite celebrities? I think I've already been out here on this. I'm a Jake Paul guy. I think that dude's a troll. I think he's fucking funny. I think that dude can box. I'll take the flack. I'm a Jake Paul guy.
He's such a fucking douchebag.
What the? I mean, yeah.
That's a good question.
Dave Portnoy is my favorite celebrity, obviously.
See, I respect Dave a lot, but there's also things where I'm like, yeah, I mean, everyone has, Jake Paul too. I'm like, hey, how about you not be a douche? Dave Portnoy, how about you not hang out with like, dude, the midlife crisis is real. I get you're smart at business, but you don't have to be that much into this.
Dave's going out till 3 a.m. nowadays with his new chick.
Have you seen it? Dude, I found his new chick like before they went official somehow.
I haven't even seen what she looks like.
Very Courtney Cox at the Friends reunion special. What happened there?
Really?
I like Josh a lot. I'd hang out with Josh Richards.
Griffin Johnson's a guy I put up there with Josh Richards.
But are we talking like celebrity, like this, like TikTok, social media era? Or are we talking like?
I'm just saying in general, like guys that maybe other people find polarizing, but you're like, no, I kind of fuck with this.
Wait, I just looked up Dave Portnoy's girlfriend, and fucking Claire Jacobs is the third photo. Yeah, she's not as hot as I thought she was.
Nah. Pieced together. Oh, she's young.
Okay.
There was a funny TikTok actually that I think went viral kind of, and then Dave actually stitched it. And it was like some dude with the Siri voice, this middle-aged man and his girlfriend taking in a pizza. And it was just Dave walking with his girlfriend. And he goes, dude, what the fuck? I have a TikTok. How are you going to call me middle-aged?
Dude, you know Aiden Ross is only 20 and I think Josh is 19.
Like just turned 20. The Aiden Ross thing shook me.
Have
I was like,
Aiden Ross's girlfriend? Her name's like Pammy.
Pammy, yeah.
I don't fuck with her.
But wasn't so didn't he have a thing with Corinna Koff that was also in the I guess sphere of, was this real or was this for clout?
I'm pretty sure that he lived with her for a short period of time, maybe.
So
I could be wrong.
Right. How does Pammy feel about the Sommer Ray roommate-ship? I mean,
that was my immediate thoughts. Was
right.
Like, how does she feel about him getting in a hot tub with her and doing a stream?
And what about him sitting on Zios? No. So any Dave Portnoy, Jake Paul.
There's horrible. I hated him, and then I started all the fight stuff. I still don't know the truth about the rumors, but I kind of fuck with the dude who knocked out Bryce Hall.
Austin McBroom.
Oh, Austin McBroom
played basketball for SLU. Like he might. I mean, the rumors are horrible about him, but he's on BFF.
What do you mean? Explain that to me. Sorry,
there's like his whole content and page is like family stuff. That's how he got big.
Right, he's got a bunch of kids.
Yeah, and it's all about him doing stuff with his family. But like, there's all these rumors that like he just uses them for YouTube, then he goes and cheats on them and stuff.
Like he fucks strippers.
Yeah.
What?
There was that one dude who was literally like a Christian viral dude on YouTube for like being just so dedicated to his wife, and it just came out that he was like unfaithful to her. It's like, dude, you just like, that's your business plan. How does that happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Jake Paul, he's fighting Tyron Woodley. I'm rooting for him.
I think Stu Finer's fucking hilarious.
Stu Finer's a great answer.
I could watch that video over and over again of him and that Dana Beers dude running through his yard to Crazy Train playing.
Dude, I'll do you one better. How about when Frankie Borelli, who is a hardcore Islanders fan and has to sit through the entire stream when they're down and losing eventually 8-0, and I'm still laughing my ass off because Stu is just sitting there no matter what, just going, Fuck!
Yeah.
Fuck!
I don't know how he doesn't have a heart attack. He literally looks like he's about to burst every time he yells.
That dude is fucking awesome. All right, let's get to Britney because this is obviously in the news. We've talked about it in weeks past. Free Britney documentary. If you haven't seen it, I encourage you to check that out. It's crazy because I read something that I had not seen before, which was we knew that her father, because of this conservatorship, whatever, which again probably has not been a part of our lives in the last 15 years, except for this. She can't, one, make new friends without her dad's approval, or if that wasn't worse enough, decide to restain her cabinets. She needs approval for that as well. How the fuck is this a thing?
Yeah, it's crazy. And they were estranged from each other for a while, and they came back into
And he
her
just
life.
took over once she popped off, made all this millions. Hey, she's unstable. I have to take care of her to, brushing her teeth at night and staining her cabinets in the morning.
Yeah.
She has to get approval to stain her fucking cabinets.
It's
She has
crazy.
zero control of any money at all.
She can't make a physical decision. Well, the friends thing is crazy too, because she, the dad's like, hey, that's possibly someone that could take our money. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. You should watch that documentary.
Sure.
It's very interesting.
So yeah, I got an email saying she gave an impassioned speech in court. Is that what you're talking about?
Quote, I want my life back. That's what she said.
Oh, really?
Do we have some tea on that right now? Because I didn't have that latest, Jack.
Email that said that.
Yeah, was it the New York Times?
Yeah, New York Times.
I got an update. Let's see, where is it?
Brendan, you're not subscribed to any news.
Why did you get an email? I have some I have deep throat. I have deep throat in the parking garage emailing Austin the latest news before it happens.
Yeah, I just found it funny. He's like, yeah, I got an email that Britney gave us. Not like, oh, I read it in the fucking news or on Twitter. I got it.
13 years it's been going on. She called it abusive, and it's left her traumatized. She's not allowed to remove contraception from her body that prevents her from having a child, like whatever that shit girls have, like for
sure.
IUDs.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you like apply to be her friend, and then her dad has to like do that?
He's on ZipRecruiter.
Yeah.
Can she like go out in public alone?
Dude, she doesn't. No, that's what she doesn't. And she she had like a little comeback when she was on American Idol. And people were like, wait, that was when she had that other album, the song Circus, that kind of banged, right? Like she was a good artist again, on top of Toxic from 6-7 years before. But then she kind of just disappeared. When did she shave her head? Because I feel like that might have been in between those. I don't know.
That was before Circus.
Right.
Yeah, that was pretty early. If you
how did she come back from that? No, you know what it was? I remembered it now because this was highlighted in the documentary. She was like back in the American Idol, back in the public eye, making bangers again. And she was supposed to perform at something. And it was a red carpet, and she was walking and just kept walking into a car and left, right?
She was going to have a residency in Vegas to perform,
like Carrot Top, right?
And
I'm actually in Vegas right now. But that not yet, but in 2 weeks. My background.
And it was like the premiere, like announcing she was going to do it. It was a premiere for her,
and it was like a stand against her father, who could have possibly set that up. Instead of her speaking to the crowd, she just walked straight the fuck out of the event.
Yeah,
crazy.
Wow.
All right, are you guys ready for my top 3 tap waters of all time? What just happened there? Oh my God, my ring light's out. Top 3 tap waters of all time.
Is this like by city, you mean?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Correct. Okay, I'm gonna give you my third, and then I'm gonna reset my light. How about that?
Okay. I
wrote it down. Number 3, Connecticut. How about that? Brennan, you've been there. Give me a little something.
Dude, did I even drink tap water when I was in Connecticut?
I've been there.
I don't know.
He's gone.
Literally, we went to Dylan's parents' house in Connecticut like 8 years ago, and I think we might have just like drank beer the whole time.
No,
and
this is even great. So this is when we first started, like we were 16, 17, we were just starting to drink alcohol. We get my buddy to get us a 30 rack of Bud Light. We probably each have 1.5 beers, and we're just like, oh, this is the greatest night of our lives. And then the next morning, my mom like walks by like the kitchen area and was like, why is there a half open beer just on the floor? We haven't even cracked like the crevice of the first top of the 30 rack, and we thought we had the greatest night of our lives.
What
Sounds
happened?
like
You fall asleep?
Sounds like a movie.
We were getting after it. I mean,
yeah, it was a fucking,
We
it
were
was a goddamn motion.
hammered
picture.
off that tap water. Number 2, St. Louis.
What's beating St. Louis?
Yeah,
Whoa.
what?
Okay.
Specifically, St. Louis, Austin Platz's parents' basement. Great tap water. Minneapolis, bro. I'm a huge tap water guy, and I didn't realize it until all of a sudden my buddy's like, dude, you like kind of downed like the entire Gulf of Mexico. Like I drink a lot of water because I don't like soda or something, and I'm guzzling down tap water. Do you guys have your own, not top threes, but favorites?
I mean,
I saw a tweet that said, I'm pretty sure it's someone from Kansas City, so I didn't think it was funny, but a tweet that people from St. Louis love talking about how good the tap water is.
I tell you, St. Louis has got to be in everyone's top 5.
yeah,
I
I was
mean-
gonna say I don't have a top 3, but when I go to other cities, I can definitely, I'm like, damn, this water is not nearly as good as it is in St. Louis.
When
Where we
you're
went
like hungover at a buddy's place and you're just looking for a cup to give you some sort of water after a night out, and it's like, this tap water kind of
College, Columbia, Missouri, trash. water.
Nice. No, I
Horrible.
was seriously good call, because this leads me to my top 4 worst tap waters of all time.
Top 4.
Top 4. Yeah, I have one extra. Number 4, Peoria. How about a healthy helping of metal with your
These are
tap
just
water?
places we've been.
I've been to like every city though.
Number 3, Portland. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever had that much diarrhea in my life. I don't know what was going on there. Number 2, Mexico. You can't even drink it. I mean, how about that?
So we're just including the whole country? Or
And number 1, Flint, Michigan. What happened there?
Come on. What?
too soon?
That was the list.
I just looked up top 10 states with the best tap water in the USA, and number 2 is South Dakota.
Let's go. I mean, not bad. I mean, the top 4. It was number 4.
And Minnesota is 3.
I mean, that's a smart list right there.
Rhode Island.
Where's
Rhode
Missouri?
Island, not bad.
Fire water up there.
Missouri is number 9. Kansas is number 8.
Wow.
Connecticut's number 6.
Connecticut's got some fire water.
Right,
All
good.
right, we're gonna get my mom on the line right now and ask. her
But
about
wait,
that one.
this also says number 5 is California. So
Come on, is
Wow.
it?
no, it's you can't even drink it there, right?
What? It's not Mexico.
No, you
Dude.
can't drink the tap water in LA.
Get the fuck out.
None
I
of
literally, I'm ignorant there.
Dude, maybe in the areas like with the spring water and mountains and shit.
So it's known that you're not supposed to drink tap water. I think even in London, you're not technically supposed to, but like you're not supposed to drink the water overseas. We were in Cancun right before the pandemic, 2019 December. My buddy who's never been on a plane before is in Mexico, and he comes up to me on the 4th day. He's like, dude, this water here is pretty good. And I was like, what? And he goes, yeah, I've just been like filling up water bottles of the tap water. And I was like, dude, you're
Ew.
not supposed to fucking drink that. And J-Dog, James O'Hara.
Oh,
And he's like, dude, I thought my dad was just giving me an urban myth. This motherfucker was literally shitting himself for the last 16 hours of the trip. Like he was begging me to die. Like he felt that bad.
oh God, that's kind of
I have the top 10 worst cities.
Oh God.
New Mexico's number 1 and Flint, Michigan is number 2.
I mean, I'm not wrong. Too soon though.
Mexico, like the whole state.
That's what it
New
says.
Mexico, yeah. Dude,
New
New Mexico's
Mexico.
kind of holy shit. I almost had to do an away college football game for a D2 program, and it was literally called Las Vegas, New Mexico. And it was just like a shootout. It was a shootout city. Like there was just gunshots everywhere.
Isn't
Because
that
that's
where
really
Britney
close to
got
the
involved?
cartel.
What'd you say, Brennan?
Wasn't Breaking Bad filmed in New Mexico?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. But speaking of Las Vegas is number 4 worst.
Yeah, no, I don't think too many people are drinking the tap water in Las Vegas.
Dude, that would be sweet if we had a dedicated city for just like shootouts, like old Western shootouts.
Yeah, shootouts were legal.
Here's where you settle your duels.
Duel someone.
Yes.
I don't get that.
Okay.
Is it just whoever can reach down the fastest and shoot?
Yeah.
Well, no,
Where'd
it's
that go?
you start back to back, you walk 3 paces, turn and fire, and it's whoever
I mean,
can
what
do
happens
it.
if you cheat though? Because then you kill the person and they don't have any recourse.
Yeah,
It's
you know,
on code type shit.
People are watching.
yeah, I was gonna say, do people like keep you in check? They're like, oh, that was horseshit, and they just fucking destroy you.
Like
So
I bet
whoever can-
in the old days, if someone cheated, someone from like watching from a storefront would just cap that person, maybe.
So
Dude,
whoever
could you
can
im-
walk fastest, basically.
Could you imagine lifespans back in like the Western? Like, I would die probably every week. I'd be like, what the fuck you saying? And just get killed in a fucking duel and reincarnate.
Didn't we watch A Million Ways to Die in the West at your place in college?
Did we? I don't know.
It's so funny.
Long night. Okay, so this is kind of crazy to me. Not much here, but I just found it interesting. So we're from Missouri high school. I went to college in Illinois. I leave it, pot becomes legal. What the fuck? Sports gambling becomes legal. I go to North Dakota, 10 months. I go to South Dakota, leave there after 2.5 years. Pot becomes legal. Sports gambling becomes legal. I'm in Minnesota now. Nothing. Connecticut has made pot legal. My birthplace. I mean, good God, man. When the fuck? I mean, Missouri, you guys are feeling the same thing. Texas, too, Austin. I mean, you guys aren't big pot smokers, but when are we just going to have this 50 states legalized? I mean, come on.
How many are legal?
Gotta be.
I think it's up to 22 now.
Gotta be within the next 5 to 10 years.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Would you go back
dude,
into
they were
smoking, Brennan?
No,
What?
Dude, I remember vividly, like junior year, senior year of college, my teacher was like, give it 5 years. I guarantee it'll be federally legal. And that was like 7-8 years ago. And
I don't know if
everyone
he
was like,
anticipated Trump all of a sudden vaulting into office, but who knows? And I don't know if he stalled that in any way. But here's what's weird is because, like, so we say 22 states are legal. Most of them are all blue states, which is weird to me. Like, I don't view like Democrats and pot. Like, I consider myself in the middle, and I don't like. If I was to lean some way, it's probably a little bit more centralist, maybe Democratic. But I don't try to talk to politics. But it is interesting to me how Republicans are just so against pot. Like they're like, oh, the devil's lettuce.
Yeah, I don't get that either. I don't know.
yeah, you would think Texas would at least
Right.
have it.
As one of the biggest city hub states. No kidding. But they're going to be one of the states far behind.
Well, you also can't buy booze on Sundays there.
Yeah,
so
that
they're
is also
kinda-
scan. What the hell?
You can't buy a car either, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
You
On
can't sell a
Sundays?
car.
We've got a lot of tea to catch up on, so I'm just going to finish off my topics here really quickly. Sausage or bacon breakfast sandwich? Breakfast Sammy. How about that?
Bacon.
Wow.
The sausage McGriddle is kind of undefeated.
100%
Sausage.
attitude today.
I'm a big bacon guy.
Dude, so the bacon's there. The sausage almost gives you like a whole different, another sweet spice and egg. When I was in Oregon, I had this. The best thing about Oregon, besides the homeless people, was the breakfast Sammy I had at Langdon Farms Golf Course. I had 3 of them. I had one when I showed up, one at the turn, and one when I left. It was delicious, but it was on a panini. Like it wasn't an English muffin; it was a panini kind of topper. Fantastic. So all right, majority sausage. What else do I have here? Oh, would you? This is interesting. So Josh Richards, Griffin Johnson, they turned down the TikTokers, which we haven't even talked about. Bryce Hall gets his ass beat by Austin McBroom. Would you do a celeb boxing if it was offered to you? We'll start with Brennan.
For that much money, fuck yeah.
I guess the other thing would be total embarrassment. Like you could say, I mean, I don't think Bryce Hall really took a dent there, but I would feel pretty shitty for a good couple months if I got my ass whooped in front of a couple million people.
Yeah, I'd get over it though. And like if I could train for a few months, I could hold
Right.
my own.
Yeah, we take it seriously. Jack.
I mean, yeah, I don't really give a shit if people laugh at me, so I'm cool. I'd take it. Give me the check.
Okay, you versus Brill Simmons. We'll get that going eventually here. Podcast wars. Austin.
Yeah, I'd for sure do it. I think everybody would.
I mean, it's just
Everybody's
fun.
trying to.
Yeah. We've never been in a legit like boxing thing. As long as I got that Lamar Odom head casing where I randomly have a mouth guard like a 1940s football player.
It'd give you a reason to like train and get in shape. I'd do it for sure.
No kidding. What are you guys getting at Panda Express?
You know, we have less than a minute.
I know. Quick
Orange
answers.
chicken.
Orange and General Tso's
That's the
with
goat.
lo mein and rice mix.
They also have this fire little like teriyaki steak shit I get sometimes. He's out.
All right. Well, I gotta go turn my hose off.
What do you mean?
My mom left the hose on and fucking left. So, and we have less than a minute. So,
Orange chicken and fried rice. That's what I was trying to get to. How about chow mein? Oh my God. I just got that on the menu the other day. It was fucking gas. But anyway, you guys are here for the tea. This is the second half of Winging It. But before we get to, of course, the tea, last thing I had was the music industry. And we may not have something here, but speaking of Tory Lanez, most fire freestyle we've ever heard on Aiden Ross. Have you heard Aiden Ross's stream? Have you heard the conspiracy theory about the music industry and how the music industry kind of tries to keep people going away from being a part of a label? Any takers? No?
no, I have not heard this.
So I could be totally wrong on this, but apparently like they're trying to pin the dots on Tory Lanez was about to expose something before he got in that altercation with Megan Thee Stallion and the gun. XXX Tentacion was about to expose something with the music industry before he got gunned down in Florida. Again, take as many conspiracy theories as you will and maybe not. But I just thought I was interested. I was like, wait a second. The music industry, which is a bunch of old white people kind of taking advantage of whatever they're telling you, hey, we'll sign you. We'll do this for you. Even though now is the age where people could just kind of do their own social media, they're still trying to keep their grip hold on this is how you become a pop star. You sign with us, you pay us our fees, etc. And now there's, I don't think there's too much reported on this, but you know me, conspiracy theories. I love it. Anyone thoughts here?
Well, Taylor Swift was like didn't get paid at all for all.
Isn't that
her
Scooter
albums.
Braun? Like, yeah. So she got in a horrible contract. Kesha is the other one who literally is just silenced from signing. Hey, we'll give you millions of dollars, which is actually these smart motherfucking business people telling you, we know what your actual worth is. We'll show you dollar signs that you've never seen before, and we'll lock you into like a 10-year deal where we own everything.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, but I mean, there's definitely some corruptness, and I feel like it's straying away. But if there was like a real conspiracy theory, I feel like it would have been revealed now. There's so many artists.
Hey, we're still waiting for the Pentagon, June 25th, alien papers, right? All right, let's get to the tea here with Jack D.
Wait, real quick, Dylan.
Aliens?
Did you know that Minnesota is supposed to become recreationally legal this year?
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
All right, I'm heading to the dispo right now.
Go ahead, Jack.
Dude, hold on. Actually, speaking of that, is like, so I always think about, I've moved, I've been all over the US. I've lived in many states. Love where I'm at right now. But I'm always thinking about, I've said that I think Miami might be underwater in 10 years. We'll fact check that later in 10 years. But doesn't it feel like a lot of people are kind of like, where are you trying to move eventually? Because, oh, yeah, you've heard we live in a simulation. I've also heard that the Earth is meant to sustain 700 million people, not 8 billion. Go watch Interstellar. That was in 2014. You think that's not us? That's maybe not our grandkids, but that's coming where we're eventually going to, run our planet into the ground. I forgot my point
Where
there.
did the 700 million stat from?
TikTok. I mean,
Travelers.
the dark web.
The time traveler.
The time, dude. I think they killed him. I mean, he's gone.
Was it boasting?
He's not been posting lately. The purge is coming. All right, enough rambling from me, the conspiracy theorist. There's this dude on TikTok that literally wears a cheese head he's like just spitting conspiracy theories at you. I think he's called Joe the Gatto or something, and he's my hero. But I'll step out of the way.
All right. Today, John McAfee, creator of McAfee antivirus for computers, was found dead in a Mexican jail cell because he was being held there.
Are you trying to fire me up? Is this a conspiracy theory? Like,
Well,
this is your first topic.
They didn't really give details on how or what, but he was being held there because Mexico finally agreed to let him be extradited to the U.S. for tax evasion. And he was in this holding cell, and now he's dead.
Well, wait, why was he in jail in Mexico? What was he in there for?
Well, because they agreed with the U.S. to extradite him. So they
okay. So he was in Mexico to try and get away from the U.S.
Yeah.
Dude, who's that dude? Is it Edward Snowden? That's the dude that still is currently abroad, like seeking asylum.
They gave him permanent residency in Russia. I watched that movie the other day.
Was it good? I've heard mixed reviews on that. You know what? I think I started watching it. I didn't enjoy it.
It was all right, but I just was interested on the whole thing, just the whole Snowden thing.
Sorry, I got a bone to pick with you guys. I'm just diverting traffic here, dude. The mayor of Easttown, I couldn't get into it.
What?
I could 30 minutes in, I was like, is this a mystery or is this just like a drama about some stuff I really don't want to kind of sink into?
You finished the first episode?
Did not finish it.
Burn.
You finished the first episode.
Bro,
Character development. It's a slow burn.
Oh, come
Kate
on.
Winslet?
Finish the first episode.
Dude, like, so I guess it was me with expectations going in, you know, where it's too high and you go in and it was just, I couldn't do it. I don't know. I was expecting True Detective and all of a sudden I was thrusted into kind of a drama that, you know, I don't hate movies that make you think about shit, but I wasn't expecting it. I don't know.
It's such a buildup and then it literally just smacks the fuck off. Like a couple episode buildup, but to each his own, I guess.
Sure. Let's continue.
Okay. A lab test has shown that Subway tuna sandwiches contain no tuna.
All that.
That's fucking disgusting. You guys Subway guys or?
I mean, I'm not a Subway guy, and even if you are, who the fuck is getting a tuna sandwich from Subway?
It's like
that's so right. It's
like when they tested Hot Pockets and they're like, "This isn't meat," and everybody's like, "Well, what the fuck is it?"
I didn't know
people
that.
were fucking Hot Pockets.
I
What?
mean, not to bounce off of that, but I mean, Subway was kind of like, survive, Jared. I think we're good on this tuna thing. It's like, what? I am a Subway guy, but I think it is less and less. Like, I haven't been there probably in a year and a half, and you don't see advertising for it anymore. It used to be like, holy shit, a way of life.
Yeah.
Dude, I was watching a Subway TikTok live of the worker, and for a sandwich and a soda, it's like $12 now.
Yeah.
Remember when they had-
$5 foot long. Oh wait, it'll be $8.80. Okay, thanks.
I did like it in college when we could student charge it. I would eat it all.
Heady play by them, yeah.
Remember when Taco Bell's meat? They were like, "This isn't meat."
They were like, "This is grade D
They
meat."
said that, yeah.
And they're like, hold on, no worries. We'll make it D+. And it's still fire.
I had Taco Bell for dinner yesterday. It was pretty fire.
We'll never not have it for dinner.
Okay, the Supreme Court sided with student athletes against the NCAA in case related to non-cash payments. So I don't know, Dylan, this is kind of a thing for you.
Yeah, so this has been a thing forever where it's like college sports makes billions worth of dollars and they still hide behind the shields of, oh, they're amateurs, we're paying for their books. Yeah, why don't we pay for Urban Meyer's books to be the head coach of Ohio State? How do you think he would like getting paid in a master's tuition of Ohio State? Like, it's completely, everyone knows it's completely corrupt, and it's just been a stepping stone. They've been talking about this pay the players, but now it is it's inching its way across legislation. You know how legislation can go. They just drag things out. So this, it's a momentous headline, but there's still so many minutia that you have to go to with every individual in the university in each state. And then also it's going to be like, okay, hey, the car dealership outside Ohio State's going to give you a 10 mil. What's the car dealership outside Cheyenne, Wyoming going to do for you? It's going to be so lopsided. It's going to ruin college sports, in my opinion, but that's a decade down the line.
Well, I think that they should get paid for like jerseys. Well, I guess jerseys don't even have their names, but I still think they should.
But
get paid
no,
for
but
that.
now with this new rule, they should, because
Yeah.
now before they couldn't, now they can.
And like, isn't the video game coming back too?
Please,
So
please.
they should get paid for that. But I mean, if you're literally getting paid to play in college, you're technically a pro, because a
Right.
pro is just someone who gets paid for what they do. So, it's
But that's like kind of the like why that's just the standard quo is you don't pay college people. Well, why not? There's social media influencers that are 18 years old going to college just to promote bookstore stuff to get a paycheck. You know, like everyone,
Yeah.
you're going to let her get a check, and then all of a sudden Trevor Lawrence isn't allowed to see any money. And here's the other thing too, is these guys are all getting fucking paid. Now we're just actually putting it above the table to where it's like we can keep track of how much fucking money is flowing through college sports. Wow, Corbett's Corner here, just
No,
sprouting through here.
it's very interesting what it'll be like in like 10 years.
Right. Bring back the video game. No,
okay.
Jack.
Let's see. Sorry,
I
curious.
think they are.
Drake Bell already pleaded guilty to those charges of. I think there was a plea deal where he's not going to go to jail or anything, but yeah, he already pled guilty.
What are the charges? Like,
Endangering children and disseminating matter harmful to juveniles.
Wow,
What-
I would love
what's
that.
that?
Like a
The chick, it was like years ago or whatever, and she was 15, and I don't know what happened, but it was his girlfriend at the time.
I mean, I always like to see how stories unfold, but the fact that he pled guilty is kind of, I guess it's a plea deal too, so who knows? But
Yeah.
not great.
Okay, there's this new show on Netflix that looks weird as fuck called Sexy Beasts, and it's a dating show where these people literally wear like fucking like these like masks and stuff, like Furby masks, and it's a dating show.
What is this, the Masked Singer, but they get to hook up?
Yeah, but
It's supposed to be like a true blind date where like you go and you get to like have dinner with someone and speak with them, but they're wearing a mask, animal outfit, so you don't get to see what they look like. It's like strictly you base them off their personality.
But what if like you show up to dinner at this 5-star steakhouse and all of a sudden your date's wearing a Jason like saw your face off hockey mask?
Yeah,
No,
like-
they're all like animal.
they're like Chewbacca and shit. Like
My thing is, what if you know what a furry
All right,
is?
I'm looking this up for the screen. What's it called?
Sexy Beasts.
What if you're do you guys know what a furry is? Like someone who's attracted and,
Yeah.
like what if you're a furry going on that show? You're gonna get the
I
fucking
don't think I've ever heard of that.
what if you're like repulsed by the mask they're wearing?
Oh my God.
that's your own fault. I mean, don't go on the show then. You know what you're getting into.
Yeah, I think I might have looked up the wrong thing. But this is the first thing that came up.
All right. Well, Sexy Beasts Netflix. Try that.
You
I mean, I think that's pretty accurate for what I typed into Google.
typed in "sexy beast."
What do I got? Sexy Beast what?
Just-
Netflix?
Yeah.
There we go.
That
Oh,
was a sexy
jeez.
beast, though.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty accurate. What is happening here?
Yeah.
It's-
Dressed
Man.
in fantastical makeup. Yeah.
What was the Netflix show where they couldn't see each other behind the?
Love is Blind.
Wasn't that your favorite show, Austin?
No, I didn't even
Oh.
finish it.
I finished it. It was pretty good. Austin, there's a new Love Island that just came out. You
Oh,
gotta
maybe
check it
that's
out.
what I was thinking of.
When does it start?
It's on. It's like live right now. It's on. It's the British.
It's on right now.
So I don't know where to watch it, but it's like
You
another
watch it?
British one. Yeah.
Are you sure?
I swear to God.
No, they are back. I saw it like promoted on Twitter or whatever they do to advertise these days.
Well, the Love is Blind thing, cats were literally falling in love after like 5 days off their deep talks. And then they would see each other and be like,
Yeah, it was fucking
I
whack.
I mean, I gotta go Cap. I think that's literally what The Bachelor is. Except you get to
Dude, but
watch
it's
like
like-
some
it's
forced makeouts with 15
it's like
other dudes.
people who didn't even make the first cut of The Bachelor. Like it's fucking like losers. Like so like they're like actually trying. I don't know.
They're like 35-year-olds that
It's
It's like their last hope. Okay.
They're like, fuck it, let's try it out.
they
Sure.
should call it the last.
The last hope streaming now.
Honestly, I kind of want to apply for it now. And
Yeah,
just,
all right. Let's all do it. Let's see who gets
I'll
in.
report back and tell you guys what it's like.
We'll get live.
But dude, it was crazy. All the guys would come back to one room, and all the girls would come back to another, and they would talk about their talks with the same person.
Yeah.
Oh
It was
God.
yeah.
Yeah, to each his own.
All right. T-Pain confesses that after a altercation with Usher years back, and Usher told him he fucked up music with the auto-tune, that it sent him into a 4-year spiraling depression.
What?
I mean, it could. So here's the treacherous tightrope: is like you have Naomi Osaka, like mental health. Shit, I take medicine for anxiety. Like anxiety is a part of the thing. People have depression. People have whatever. But back then, we didn't give Britney Spears the benefit of the doubt. You know, it was just like, oh, she's weird. Why is she shaving her head? What a fucking weirdo. You know, and now it's like, okay, you know, there might be something going on here. That's like Delonte West, former NBA player. All of a sudden, people see him on the side of the street being homeless. And people are like, what's going on here? So that's kind of the trapeze of making fun of that. And back in T-Pain and Usher, like I could totally see Usher trying to just diminish T-Pain and just saying whatever the fuck he wants. And then, you know, maybe that did hurt T-Pain, but also this is a good time to kind of bring this up and get a lot of people on your side. You know, I'm not taking either side.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really feel like bad for T-Pain.
But what is it? I mean, he's had a few good songs here, but his career was 100% when Usher was this big. And that's the other thing. Usher, you know, what the fuck have you done lately?
Usher has made auto-tune songs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm confused. Why is he? Who's depressed and why?
Usher basically slammed T-Pain back in the day. Hey, fuck you. You use auto-tune. You ruined rap. Oh, wait. Rap today is auto-tune.
And T-Pain saying that he was
Like
he was depressed.
Yeah.
Imagine if he was born 5 years later. You know, like that's crazy to think about. It's like if you were in just a different decade.
Do you know that J. Cole is older than T-Pain? Kind of weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
His album, by the way, fire.
Yeah.
T-Pain's, not J. Cole's. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, J. Cole's.
Okay. Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson are officially broken up again.
R.I.P.
He has cheating allegations. There was an allegation that he was at a party and went in a room with 3 women and came out looking disheveled. I saw someone quoted on Twitter and say, "Damn, they mugged his ass." Like
That dude is just a fucking cheater. Like
what is? Yeah, no kidding.
I didn't even know they were back together.
yeah.
I thought she was with Addison Ray.
You thought he was with Addison Ray?
No, Courtney.
Oh.
That's
Wait, isn't he with Courtney? Oh,
No,
I
he's
missed
with
it up.
Khloe.
I mixed it
He's
up.
with
Khloe. Yeah, I might have said that wrong.
Courtney's with
Travis
Travis.
Barker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. For the Friends fans out there, Gunther, the guy who worked at the coffee shop, he was kind of a
Yeah, always had a thing for Jennifer Aniston.
yeah, him. He just revealed he has stage 4 prostate cancer, so he's not looking good. So
That's sad.
Tough to
Yeah.
hear. Did he? Is that what everyone knows him from? Did he have other accolades?
I think that's what he was most known
Sure.
as. Okay, this might unlock some time traveling stuff, but
I'm ready.
researchers think it. I mean, I don't know why they're just saying this now, but researchers think it's impossible to build the pyramids to this day, and they still have no idea how they were built. Estimated 2.3 million blocks, 5.5 million tons of limestone, 8,000 tons of granite, and 500,000 tons of mortar. I still think it's pretty crazy. I don't know how they did it.
They've been talking about this forever. There's so many videos about it.
Am I completely wrong? Wasn't it like, not talking color here, but wasn't it just slaves? Like Egyptians
They
had
don't
the
know how
hierarchy.
They don't know how they literally lifted it up and like traveled the distances
I guess I'm just thinking, yeah, I'm thinking of like some movie I saw back in the 2000s, but my
Dude,
dad's been to the pyramids. He said it's been incredible, and I just saw something on TikTok where it was like you could fly over the Middle East or something and see it from your flight, which would be
Aren't the pyramids one of the like 7 wonders of the world or something?
yeah. Wait a
Yeah.
second, what are the other 7 wonders? Trivia contest.
Isn't Stonehenge one? Those rocks.
Ooh, I've been there. Overrated.
the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Yes. I think the Washington Monument is one. Am I completely wrong on that?
We gotta look it up.
The Wall of China is one, isn't it?
Nice. Wow,
The
we're
Great
almost
Wall
there.
of China.
I think. But dude, watch a video on the pyramids. It's crazy how like precise they were. And everybody's like, we can't even do it today.
That's crazy.
We're way off.
Are we?
I got the glasses.
Actually, no, we're
for
not.
this one.
Well, okay. There's an old world 7 wonders and a new world.
Oh, what the
Really?
fuck?
Say
The old world is with the pyramids, and then there's like 6 others I've never heard
New
of.
World has Great Wall of China, Austin.
Taj Mahal,
Ooh,
Petra, Jordan, the Colosseum in Rome.
yeah. Machu Picchu.
Yeah.
Oh, what? How about this? The what is this? Fast Five? The Christ statue in Brazil.
Oh yeah.
what's Machu Picchu?
It's like Aztec. It's kind of like the pyramid. It's like Aztec buildings or whatever.
Apparently, there's like hidden rooms in the Taj Mahal that no one knows where they are.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but like,
you learn something new every day, especially on Winging It.
yeah.
That shit's so crazy to me. That's the shit I would like research for a week.
Are you guys travelers? Not time travelers, but like if you were shit, I was playing golf with 2 retired guys who are like, yeah, I've been retired 3 years. What like are you getting the itch to travel and see the world, or are you just kind of itching to do whatever the fuck you want in retirement?
If I had the means, I would 100% travel everywhere. I want to see everything, but
Yeah, I agree.
What about hiking? I mean,
No, fuck no.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right. We'll go to the beach. We'll meet you guys after the hike. All right, Morty.
okay. Biden has canceled $3 billion of student loans, but that's apparently just like a speck of sand.
Dude, wait, really? Is he giving it away to like random people?
I don't.
You're grabbing a line at the butcher's market, like a number. Hey, Joe.
I don't know.
I saw a thing that California got so much COVID relief that they're paying for everyone's rent that didn't pay.
Yeah, that everyone who defaulted on their rent is going to be canceled.
Isn't that
Why
crazy?
don't they just do that? And what's the point of fucking money if they just cancel shit?
Everybody that paid their rent that whole time was probably like, what the fuck?
No
Yeah.
kidding.
That's what you need a time traveler for, to go back and not pay it.
Thank you. At least someone gets it.
Yeah, this is kind of fucked up. Vince Wilfork played for the Patriots. His son was arrested for stealing and selling his Super Bowl rings for only $62,000.
How many
It's
did he have?
This actually happens a lot more than people would think. Like I think I don't want to disparage Hakeem Olajuwon, but there's like definitely multiple championship winners. And think about it too, because you're going back decades where the pay scale is just completely like the dollar's inflated so much. I mean, look at what LeBron's making right now versus what Bill Russell, the 6-time plus champion for the Celtics, made back in the day. But yeah, dude, again, Shaq spending $1 million after he gets drafted. That's how you get into poverty, and then you start selling whatever the fuck you can.
Well, yeah, it said it was, I don't know how many, but valued at $300K. And he was just trying to pawn them off for $62K.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How about in NBA news? Alex Caruso. Many people might not know him, but he's the funny-looking dude that plays with LeBron sometimes when the Lakers suck. Arrested for marijuana possession in Texas.
By Texas A&M police.
And it was trending as the top story on ESPN.com. Some dude liking pot? What century are we in?
Well, dude, he got
Because it's Alex
arrested.
Caruso. Yeah, which is, I mean,
who gets arrested these days? He probably had hell.
it was some mall cop
Dude,
like, oh my
Dude,
God, I'll show
no,
you.
because it's
It was
fucking
for less
Texas.
than
He literally had a grinder that had some weed in it.
And they took him to jail.
I mean, yeah.
Like he's not even gonna have to pay. Like that's gonna get thrown out of every municipal office
He
ever.
paid like
But the fact that it was
$1,000
Alex
a pop.
Caruso, it's going to be on the headlines.
Yeah.
And he's bald now.
He's
Not bad, but he just looks goofy.
yeah,
Okay.
the Caruso.
A petition has 41,000 signatures that is petitions to stop Jeff Bezos from re-entering Earth after he goes to
How are they gonna stop him? What? They're just gonna shoot him out of air.
That's hilarious.
I can't wait. I can't wait to just see the stories around that space flight. Do we have a date on that? That's coming this summer.
in July. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll mark our calendars.
Okay. Paul Walker's Supra that he drove in the original Fast and Furious is sold for $550,000 yesterday.
Wow. I
Yeah.
feel like that's kind of cheap.
That's what I thought, but it says the caption says record breaking 550,000. So maybe for a Toyota Supra, I don't know.
Conspiracy alert. Conspiracy alert. I saw something that was it was part of the XXX Tentacion like montage, take it as you will, TikTok. And I mean, again, my political views are fuck politics. But on this TikTok, it said Paul Walker was going to like reveal the Hillary Clinton pedophile campaign. And
yeah, I'm sure Paul Walker was.
Yeah, Paul Walker. Yeah. Paul Walker's, how about that? A great drink. All right.
What is that again?
He was like, I mean, and that's the thing is like, Epstein and pedophilia is a rampant thing, but they try to convince they're trying to pin Hillary Clinton's emails.
No, I know. I'm saying, what's the Paul Walker drink?
How about that? Yeah. Not politics. I just had to reiterate.
What's the drink?
Yeah. So you take 40 of alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Malt liquor.
Yeah.
You drink half of it. We should do this next Wingin It. Actually, this would be funny as fuck. People want the live contest back. I've had multiple people.
That is it.
Drink half of a 40 malt liquor. And then you take a Four Loko and you pour higher.
This is a sidewalk slammer.
Also called a Paul Walker.
No, Paul Walker's different. A Paul Walker is like a fireball mixed with a Irish car bomb because Paul Walker died in a car accident.
I mean, that's just hurtful.
You're way off, Dylan.
No, seriously. I mean, my third tier party college, Bradley University, that was our Paul Walker. So, I mean,
did say with confidence, though.
Yeah.
I'll be here all week.
I guess they could. Some people, yeah, whatever.
Speaking of a quick conspiracy, dealing with the Hillary emails,
I'm listening.
Jordan Belfort tweeted today, I didn't know John McAfee knew about the Hillary emails because he got killed in that jail cell.
Dude, I'm seeing the shit coming around on, I mean, again, it's all, but I don't believe fucking anyone. You're seeing the photo of Jackie Kennedy, JFK's wife, like with his blood on her, like on her suit, her pantsuit. And there's the two high-ranking White House officials winking at each other.
Yeah, when Lyndon Johnson's getting sworn in on Air Force One. Yeah.
I mean, keep your
Okay.
eyes out, folks.
Drake's been saying it forever, but he says his new album, Certified Lover Boy, will release within the next 72 days. So we'll be looking out for that.
I love Drake, but I need to know which direction his album's in. You know what I'm saying? Like some albums are too R&B where I'm like, I mean, I appreciate you, the talent, but that's not my music. And then when he goes hardcore rap, I don't think there's anyone. I mean, there's people better, but I fuck with Drake so hard there.
Yeah. Okay, there's got to be a better way that they could go about bringing attention to this, but a Florida woman she has Chase Bank. She went to withdraw $20 from her account, and her receipt said her balance was $999 billion, or like $1 billion. But apparently Chase does this to bring attention to that there's something like an issue with your account to like get your attention. So that's how they get your
999 billion.
So
Or
I
nine-
actually,
No, 999 million. But it like looks like a billion. But like, why is that how they get your attention? I don't know.
well, it's kind of like what FanDuel's doing right now. They'll like, which is weird because I don't think it correlates, but FanDuel will like post somebody having some crazy parlay prop ticket and they're like, oh my God, look, this dude turned this into that because they know this was 1 in 500 million. And now people are going to see this and want to do this. What's interesting about, I already forgot what we were just talking about, but it was like, that's all I had. I'll be here all week.
We're talking about the lady who had the receipt that said her bank.
Thank you.
account.
So it is actually against the law to, if the bank makes an error in your account, you can't spend that.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So like that, I've heard that for a couple of years. That's crazy. And like, that's like, could you imagine if you saw your bank account, you're like, holy shit, but then the law is already over it. They're like, nah, we'll fuck you anyway. Like you're actually going to jail if you spend any of this money we accidentally give you on our own fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that would definitely get my attention. My question is, like, if you tried to withdraw any of it, would it work?
No, it's literally just comes up as an error.
Interesting.
But I could be wrong, but I think sometimes you were, well, think about it. If you just had your debit card and you just started swiping after seeing that, I don't know about withdrawing cash, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got some to rip. I'm gonna rip through some since we are running out of time. Kodak Black faces backlash. He did a tribute to Kobe, and he had a purple and yellow Tesla, and then a purple and yellow painted helicopter.
I mean,
What?
I think you just got to chalk that up for being a dumbass.
What are you doing? Yeah. All right. A man was arrested in California.
How much money was that? That's crazy to me.
I know.
He was trying to make a tribute. He goes over the top and just makes the worst like homage ever.
Yeah. A man in California was arrested for stealing $100,000 worth of pistachios. That's a shit ton of
What is he
pistachios.
doing with all those pistachios?
I don't know.
Bro, pistachios.
God damn, that's a lot of
Fire.
pistachios.
You
Yeah.
guys shelled or unshelled?
I mean,
Dude, you get so sick if they were unshelled.
Well, so you're supposed to no, yeah, I'm not ingesting the shells like a pelican.
No, I'm saying like I would just be eating a ton at a time. At least it slows you down,
Sure.
you know.
Dude,
All
I've
right.
heard of barbecued pistachio. It's fire. Continue, Jack. Sorry.
The world's most premature baby, after given 0% chance of survival, like Guinness World Records reported on it, turned 1 today. It's pretty crazy.
How
damn.
premature you think?
Good
Yeah.
for science.
This sounds like it's out of like a skit or something. Apparently, in this new book about like the Trump in the White House, apparently he talked to White House aides early last year about sending COVID-infected Americans to Guantanamo Bay.
Like Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, like right when it
The
was
first guy ever.
started. Yeah.
Dude, I can't wait for the documentaries. Who knows? We might get another 4 years. Who knows? I just can't wait for the documentaries of 2016 and 2020.
What
Okay.
documentary?
He's saying
They'll come out, you know, like you're talking, like we see all the documentaries from when we were growing up. I can't wait for people to kind of revisit what the hell our country was 2016 to 2020. You know?
Okay, a man who fathered 94 children with 39 wives has died in India.
R.I.P.
A ton of people.
94.
Antonio Cromartie.
Wait, I actually heard about that, and he like wasn't like really wealthy either, wasn't right?
No,
Yeah.
I don't know. The Girl Scouts say the pandemic has left them 15 million boxes of unsold cookies. That's kind of sad.
Send him my address. I mean, I that was the first thing I thought of here. What's going on here? This is a no-brainer. So hold on. Samoa's the best Girl Scout cookie. No
I'm
brainer.
surprised you like Samoas. They're
I
my-
am too.
Yeah, they're gas.
I like tagalongs or peanut butter patties is what they call them now, but
Yeah,
My
those two
second-
are my favorite.
And no one's saying Thin Mints.
I'm not a mint chocolate guy.
Dude, how about York peppermint patties? Oof.
fire.
Yes.
Fire.
Thin mints, I think, are only good if you freeze them.
Correct.
Okay,
Excellent caveat.
$1.2 million worth of cocaine washes ashore at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station.
That's not my address. That's crazy.
Okay. The third largest diamond in the world was found the other day. It's 1,098.3 carat stone. It's
Oh, I saw that.
yeah.
It's huge. Look up a picture of it.
Is it more? Is it more
Fit on Lil Uzi's.
now, or is it still like blood dye? Holy fuck!
Imagine finding that.
Is that Idris Elba? Dude, no,
That's a
literally.
great movie.
So have you guys seen Blood Diamond?
Great.
Yeah.
Great movie, but like that's what I'm wondering. So like the rose industry, like roses and tulips, and the diamond industry, obviously a little when you dig deep, kind of sketchy. I'm wondering if like that's that's the size of my fucking face that Jack just showed. Like, how is it a little bit more regulated now? I guess, who knows?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. In Mexico City, they've found at someone's house 17 different victims of serial killer. You don't really hear about serial killers anymore because.
And I think, I mean, this could be ignorant, but I think Mexico, you got to be seriously like, is this like, do they have serial killers or is it just the cartel just fucking murdering?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what'd they find, Jack?
17
like carcasses,
bodies, but like apparently it was like some old dude at his house. So like,
dude, how about like people finding like genocide of like rural, just like from shit from like 1900? Like, can you fucking believe what we were like? What is that, 2 centuries ago? Yeah.
Okay, Jerry Seinfeld will star and direct in a Netflix film called Unfrosted about the creator of Pop-Tarts. And it's his only other feature film other than B Movie.
I mean, I love Jerry Seinfeld as Jerry Seinfeld. So as you just said, Jack, I have never seen him in a role. We've seen Ross in whatever that OJ documentary was on TV, and he was fire. Like, he's done other stuff. I haven't seen Jerry Seinfeld outside of literally playing Jerry Seinfeld on Seinfeld.
Yeah. Okay, Scarlett Johansson will star in a new Disney film called Tower of Terror, like the ride Tower of Terror. I don't know what they're going to make that about. And then this is how we've talked about before. Netflix is the future of movies. Steven Spielberg's company has agreed to a deal with Netflix, even though he once said, once you go to TV platforms, you just are TV. So that's kind of huge news. Maybe some sick movies.
No, 100%. That's not insignificant at all. That's the way. Christopher Nolan said the same thing this year. He'll eventually find his way to streaming services.
Yeah. William Dafoe and Christoph Waltz will star in a new Western called Dead for Dollar. William Dafoe is the dude in the original Spider-Man, the Green Goblin, and then Christoph Waltz is in Inglourious Basterds and Django. So that'll be a sick Western.
How about the Green Goblin flying over New York City this weekend? Did you see that shit? This dude was on a hovercraft.
And then a new Apple TV series that's coming out is, I've actually listened to this podcast a while ago. I randomly found it. It's actually fucking crazy. It's called The Shrink Next Door. It's about this shrink who like took advantage of this dude and basically made him like his like fucking puppet, like slave. And this dude was like a shrink to the stars, but it's Will Ferrell and Paul Rudd, and Will Ferrell plays the dude who gets taken advantage of, and Paul Rudd is the shrink, and it's a drama, but it actually looks pretty good. The podcast is fucking nuts, so that's coming out soon.
The podcast or the trailer?
Well, the podcast is out. The trailer's out for this show, but they made a show about it because the podcast is so crazy.
Wow.
I can't believe they already got that story out about Ben Zobrist's wife and the pastor.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. And then the last thing I have is another show suggestion that is like a serial killer like type show that you guys would like.
Get it out. Yes.
3 seasons. You have to like be okay with British TV. British makes the best crime shows. It's on Amazon Prime. It's called The Fall. It's about this serial strangler dude. It's fucking nuts.
British TV actually does make everything US better. The Office was originally a British TV show with Ricky Gervais. This is Winging It. You know the crew. This is episode 30. We appreciate you guys. Big things coming. We got a new social media manager on the way. We'll talk to you next week.
Peace.